What up, YouTube? It's your boy Ranger, aka Black Ranger, coming at y'all with another video for today. And we have the patch notes for Supervive for April 16th. Currently it is April 16th, but it's 3:41 a.m. in the morning. Yes, I'm making this video early for y'all. You're welcome. So, these patch notes don't go into effect until 11 a.m. Eastern time, which is my time, 8 a.m. Pacific time. So, pretty much. He says, greetings, supervisors. Already messing up. Greetings, supervisors. We've been chasing down balance outliners from our recent Arc 2 update with several hot fixes in the past week. But we do have a new feature, account unlocking. In this patch that many of you would not notice since you're already above level 3. Sorry, why can I read? 850 or whatever. Let's go ahead and dive in. So, account unlocking. I'm really not even too sure what this is. I think they mentioned it in the fire chat at one point. But anyway, new players joining Supervive often share that they're overwhelmed by the number of concepts, systems, and features that they need to learn right off the bat. In this patch, we've updated Hunter's journey to more gradual unlock parts of the game throughout a new player's first several matches. We'll be examining results of these changes and may tweak or adjust individual unlocks depending on how things go. Our hope is that new players will have clear gameplay rewards they're excited to unlock and additional opportunities to learn about deeper mechanics once they've grasped the fundamentals of Supervive rather than front loading it all at the beginning. Players above Hunter's Journey level 25 will be completely unaffected by this change. So it says Hunter's Journey feature unlocks. I mean, I think my account is like level 69 or something around there. So I guess this wouldn't affect me. Well, obviously it wouldn't affect me. So for new players, good for y'all. Again, I've long passed this, so I don't know what it, I don't know. But if it's something that's supposed to be better for y'all, I'm glad they made this adjustment for you. Moving on. Balance. So this one I'm happy about the most. Well, actually not the most, second most, but it's the first thing on the list. So let's get into it. So we have Eva. So as they say, Eva launched in a fairly underpowered, definitely underpowered. But that doesn't mean she wasn't fun. But underpowered state, we gave her a few hot fix buffs once we saw she was struggling. These ones should put her more on par with the rest of the cast and lean into her unique aura playstyle, or base playstyle. Which, again, she's a fun character for sure, but she definitely lacked in damage compared to all the other characters. I say that to say, y'all know in this game you can get blown up pretty quick, right? Almost by any character. She literally did not have that potential, right? Let's just go ahead and just say it, right? We all knew it. I mean, you could take somebody like Luna and literally still win a 1v1 easy within a couple of seconds, if you know what you're doing. Eva, not so much, right? But anyway, let's get into her buffs. So, Orbs of Argos, which is her right mouse button. Orbs now move more nicely around the terrain and get caught less, thank goodness. Increase orb health from 1500 to 2000, thank goodness. Decrease cooldown from 12-12-9 to 10-10-8. Increase orb healing by 50%. That is major. Great buffs right there. Sachet, which is her shift, which is the dash, decrease cooldown from 9, 7.5, and 6.5 to 8, 6.5, and 5.5. When I tell you mobility is what hurts her the most outside of the damage, because even if you weren't going for damage and you were literally just sustaining your team, keeping them up, things like that, right? It's the fact that if it was time to move and get going when things get tough, bro, she had no mobility. I mean, it was terrible. And the fact that they increased her base movement speed from 445 to 465, man, those are some great changes. So I think she's definitely going to play a lot better and be on par, as they say, with the other hunters, which is so good. Now, in my opinion, the biggest thing of this patch that most people are probably happy for, I don't know if this is the answer, but the fact that I can even read this to you. So they've acknowledged this before, but we're going to read this statement right here. So Jin, a core part of Jin's identity is his mobility and evasiveness, but his ability to escape unconditionally has been feeling too high. This change should preserve his ability to gap close and enter fights with this left mouse button, but exhaust Jin's mana when he's just using it to get a wave. That was the biggest problem. Like you cannot catch this man. Like every time I played with the homies, man, and it was a Jin, like he's either killing you instantly, or if you get him low enough and this man is able to get a few meters away, bro, he's gone. You're not catching him. He's just out of there. So anyway, I guess this is his left mouse button, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Don't play this character. But Ashgara Warblade, okay, now prevents mana regen for 4 seconds after casting, and then it says now refunds 5 mana on hit. So hopefully this will help out a lot, so that way he's not just tearing up the battlefield. Same thing with Brawl. Now they don't have, I don't think there's any Brawl patch notes in here. So maybe they're still working on that, but at least this is somewhat of a nerf for Jin, so I'll take it, right? We'll see how this goes tomorrow, and yeah, sorry to you Jin players if it makes things a little bit difficult for you, but I have no sympathy for you. Anyway, Bebo. So Bebo, we're implementing some changes to Bebo's left mouse button to make it easier to understand and read in combat and fix some bugs in the process. So his bat, these are going to be interesting because I don't really play Bebo that well either, or too often and not that well. Why am I? Never mind. Anyway, left mouse button. Left mouse button is now split up into 2 discrete segments that last a combined 1.3 seconds. Part 1, 0.8 seconds. At the first charge, left mouse button reaches full knockback. At the first charge, bat will wall stun on hit. Part 2, 0.5 seconds. At the second charge, left mouse button reaches full damage. Left mouse button knockback at full charge reduced by 20% for non-B-bomb targets. B-bomb knockback is unchanged. Cast bar on top of health bar now shows 2 distinct segments per one per phase, which is I think is a great thing to see. Left mouse button segments on bottom left also reflect these changes. Great thing to see. So yeah, I don't really know if this is, well, clearly this is a nerf right here. Anytime you see the word reduce, right? But so y'all Bebo players, is this a good thing, bad thing? I mean, it does look like it gives you more clarity on your charge ups, which is great, but I don't know how this will affect y'all. Y'all leave in the comments if you want to, you know, what y'all think about the changes on Bebo. So equipment, we have last stand. Adjusting this bonus down to account for the additional on knock heals now inherited in Hunter kits. Bonus healing reduced from 50% to 25%. So I don't know how many times I've actually had this equipment to even speak on this, but I mean, if they felt they needed to reduce it, especially now because you know, it's trios for the most part, you know, hey, I guess they had to do what they needed to do. Now systems, some of these are very interesting, especially these vision cones, right? So it says we're increasing the size of Hunter vision cones to reward strategic play. The goal is to give you more information to make decisions like pathing and how to approach a fight. This should help reduce the frequency of surprise, third partying, and unearned ambushes. So they increased the proximity vision by 200 units, and they increased vision cone by 500 units. So just the fact that you're able to have more vision, I mean, you can't complain about that. You know, I guess as far as seeing how this affects the gameplay, we'll just have to wait till tomorrow. But I think this is something that'll be helpful because I was just playing the other day, and when I was sneaking around, you know, I was thinking like, man, I feel like I'm really kind of limited because by the time you see somebody, especially with the mobility they have in this game, you pretty much get caught with your pants down, as they say. So I don't know, it really just depends on the skill level of the player, obviously, but I'm glad that they extended it for now. So we'll just see how that works, right? So now we have quality of life. Hunter destructible damage. Some Hunter AoE abilities were not correctly dealing damage to destructibles, such as vault pylons, trees, walls, etc. We've done a patch to make this more consistent on the following abilities. So you have Ghost, his Napalm, which is his ultimate. We have Myth, Rain of Arrows, which is the Q. Joel, which is her lightning strike, and her thunderstorm ability, which is also her ultimate. And then we have Krista, which is her magic reactive burst, which is her Q. So if y'all were facing those issues sometimes, and they have fixed that. We have special effects, enemy tunings. We've seen some feedback about some audio cues being hard to notice, and are making changes to the biggest corporates. All right, so apparently we got void snap, which is right mouse button click volume adjustments, especially from Fog of War. Did a mix and priority change for enemy perspective. Then we have Bebo Taunt, which is his ultimate, volume adjustments, especially when cast off screen. Fix bug where the loop shuts off and Bobo jumps off the cart. Did I say Bobo? I meant to say Bebo, sorry, but y'all gonna clown me for that. Anyway, so tool tips with player feedback, thanks to Enigmatic, I hope that says your name right. We've made a number of fixes to existing tooltip issues and took some time to refresh our new player tooltips too. So it says abilities that have charges now properly show their charge refresh time on the cooldown. Previously showed minimum time between the two charge casts. They updated Bebo's left mouse button tooltip to match his changed knockback and damage functionality. Added shield duration to bubble shield tooltip. Added buff duration to uh, perseverance. Sorry. Added shield duration to overdrive. Celeste Ice Spear, which is a mouse button click, now does explosive damage on both impact and detonation as per the tooltip. Fixed a tooltip error on Felix's Ignite passive that incorrectly said abilities get their cooldown refunded at level 3 of the ability. Added additional information about Brawl's Caldera. I'm sorry. Molten Greatsword, which is the left mouse button click damage, and mana gain, and Flame Step, which is the shift sweet spot damage. Added additional information about Jin's Shadow Grace passive, movement speed. Added additional information about Joel's static passive duration, Surge, which is her shift, mana gain, and Lightning Strike, which is her Q grounded duration. Added additional information about Myth's Heart Piercer, which is her right mouse button click charge duration. Added additional information about Shiv's Fusillade, which is her ultimate. Fixed tooltip error on Kingpin's Abyssal Grasp, which is his right mouse button. And added additional information on Slug Wave, which is the ult second shot delay. Updated new player tooltips to cover more events and includes bug fixes to current ones. Alright, then we have some little minor things here with the rare skins. So I'm just going to say, rare skins visualizes their own skin on the left side of the screen versus them being under the default skin for the most part. Bug fixes fixed an issue where some players would get stuck on the skip hunter unlock screen if they had already attained all hunters. Fixed an issue where certain resurrection beacons were displaying inaccurate timers. I hopefully believe you pronounce this word errata. We're gonna go with errata. These changes went live in the previous hotfix but not documented in the notes. So again, just to get right into it, we got Kingpin Abyssal Grasp, which is his right mouse button. Mana cost was reduced from 40 to 30, and his air dash mana cost were reduced from 20 to 15. It's always good, right? Joel, her Surge, which is her dash, mana cost reduced from 25 to 20, and then Thunderstorm, which is her ultimate, mana cost reduced from 50 to 35. So there you have it, right? Go ahead and rate this up. So yeah, these are the patch notes for the update tomorrow. So hopefully for people that play Eva, for sure we definitely see a little bit more consistency with the characters and being able to keep up with our teammates as far as putting out damage and just playing our part, right? Because again, Supervive is a very lethal game, and you want to be able to, like I said, as far as a healer, protect your teammates, but also do your fair share when that damage is needed. So that's pretty much it, man. I'm happy with what I see here, so hopefully you guys are happy. Again, y'all Jin players, I have no sympathy for you. But with that being said, leave a like if y'all like the video, subscribe, and until next time, I will see y'all at the next video. Peace.